I never really wanted to make video like this, but I just feel so insulting when you read all those social media, you know, posts talking about Faker like Faker is a god, Faker is a demon king. That's a title just the best of the best can acquire. And it means something. It means that you're really passionate, that you dedicated years to your craft. And now you can proudly show it to everyone else. And you have to give players a chance, not only 5%. When you only give 5% guys a chance, a handpicked guys, you don't have real esports, and eventually the whole esports will collapse. Because people will realize they have no chance anymore. Right? And the more they get at the top, the more they're afraid of speaking, because they're all afraid for their jobs and to be ostracized, you know. When you are innovative, when you are being innovative, they hate you, right? Especially when you, you know, get in the way of them making money and franchising it. But these guys who lead these esports, they have no idea what are they doing, because only real rankings and tournaments can make esports, right? You have to organize real rankings, real online tournaments where everybody has a chance. You have to give people a chance and ability to prove themselves. You shouldn't even be thinking about making any teams, you know. There is no need for that. I mean, maybe it's good for fans, but when you literally start handpicking your players, that's pointless. And then what's even the point of the whole genre, of the whole esports? There is a reason why content creation in esports have been dying for years now. If you won't talk about these things, then never will change. I mean, I was part of Smite community for more than 10 years, and I literally watched my favorite game and esports die in front of my eyes. And the same mistake has been going on over and over again. And a lot of these MOBA studios trying to copy League, trying to copy Steam, thinking they will get the same results. But League of Legends is not popular because they're being innovative or because they know how to lead esports. It's simply because they have control over Asia market, and because they were one of the first on MOBA market, right? Even though they haven't shown any innovation in 20 years, even though they don't even understand the true origins of their own genre, right? So, let me know what you guys think, and see you in the next one. Peace. And yeah, guys, watch the King's avatar animation, it's so amazing. This is the true Demon King, right? This is the final boss. I actually had a title in Smite called The Final Boss, and it meant something, you know? I was so passionate about that game, you know? Even though I never got any views on YouTube, because on YouTube, for example, you only get views if you get handpicked for Pro Leagues, or if you manipulate algorithm and your viewers. So, if you guys ever wanna see what real gaming is, you know, we can play some games together, and let me show you. Hello guys, and welcome. Today, let's talk about one of the biggest League of Legends icon, Faker. Now, I never wanted to make video like this because I don't really wanna stand between the fans and their icon they look up to, but I also feel like we have to talk about this. Because let's be honest, there is a difference between real fans and guys who are trying to promote it just for the money and control, right? You know what is such a big insult? When they call Faker a Demon King, right? When they call him one of the best and most passionate player in the world. But was he really ever was? It feels like guys like Faker are just products of franchising, right? They were never really the best, they were never really the most passionate players out there. But they are really just a product of franchising, right? I mean, I don't want to get too deep, and I don't want to be too mean. But let's be honest, like, his best clip is him having 2-3 level advantage on a map that is designed around snowballing, where 1 or 2-3 levels means everything. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He was one of the best players we ever had. But, you know, it also feels like he's just a product of franchising, where, you know, I mean, there is nothing bad with players having someone to look up to, but is that real love? Is that real passion, or is that just manipulation, right? And this is, I always felt like that's why League of Legends back in the days felt a real love, a real community driven game. But now we turn it into a franchise, and we don't even organize any real online tournaments. We don't even organize any real rankings, right? And sports without real rankings and real tournaments are pretty much meaningless, right? So what are we even doing here? Is that real love, or is that just guys trying to promote him and make money out of him? That's why when you look up to, there is barely hard to see any real excitement, because anybody that talk about this is afraid of their job, is afraid of being ostracized, outskirted. That's why only guys like me, who have been part of this community for years, guys like me who are outsiders, who don't need to worry about the job, only guys like us can talk about things like this. So what do you guys think about Faker? I mean, I don't really think it's a bad thing, you know. There is always cool to have somebody you look up to. There's also this really cool gaming animation called the King's Avatar animation. Probably if you love gaming, it's one of the best gaming animation out there. I highly suggest watching it, right? I just feel like what they really have to do when it comes to League of Legends is go back to the roots, right? Make the game feel more organic, more real, more passionate, right? Make UI that makes sense but also looks good. Start organizing monthly online tournaments. There is no need to make teams. Just let everybody, every solo player be able to join. And that's how you get true rankings, through esports, right? Make more maps, you know, the true origins of MOBA genre after all is millions of community made maps. Not so mere Dota. Dota was just one of them. And Dota itself was never even made for esports, right? It was basically designed for noobs and content creators who need numbers and snowballing to win their games, right? And the true difficulty of Dota was also, you know, finding all these fun OP characters and learning the recipes. But that game was never really meant for esports in the first place, and most viewers don't really wanna watch 20 minutes of less hitting and jungle rotation, let's be honest, right?